Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. Today, third day of the Invictus Games, and the big surprise yesterday in Vancouver was not any of Harry and Meghan's behaviour. It was the mysterious appearance of Tom Bower at the Invictus Games. And now, for those of you who don't remember, Tom Bower, of course, a very famous author. He has written the definitive books on quite a few people. Most recently, he has revised his book on Muhammad al-Fayed, which is coming out in a couple of weeks' time, apparently, a revised edition of that. He also famously wrote Revenge, the book on Meghan Markle. She didn't sue. It wasn't nearly as juicy as we hoped it was going to be. People are wondering if he's there for round two. He was spotted by a sugar, one of the Sussex squad, who interrogated him, and I have seen the video. Why are you here? What are you doing? And he looked very coy. A bit like a dear old man who was a bit la-la, and oh no, he just happened to be in the area, sort of a thing. And then he plonked himself down. He looked quite frail, actually, it has to be said. And as she carried on having a go at him, and empty stand that he was sitting in. And there have been very empty stands at the actual events, the sports events, which is very sad for the athletes involved, but really not surprising in my opinion. So we're going to ask why Tom Bower is there. What's he up to? Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot on the tarot table for this one. Why is he there? Is he researching, interviewing, snooping around? If he is, what's he up to? What does he suspect? What does he know? What's he trying to find out? And what's going to be the outcome for Harry and Meghan? Is it going to be an article, a book, a criticism, or what? He's always out and about in the media, Tom Bower. He does lots of interviews. He never has nice things to say about him. There's the Ten of Swords showing itself to us. So it could be he's just, going to go back and GB News or whatever and say, oh, well, he was there and maybe people were booing, or maybe there was no audience, no spectators, that kind of thing. We want to know what's he up to, and we have to remind you that we're curious here, which is why we have the Curious Cats Tarot on the table. Whoops. But what's really going on with Tom Bower? And let's remind you, I need to no, I don't. It's all good. Let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or speculation. Just read energy, and there is a disclaimer in the box below. Are we getting a new book on Harry and Meghan, or is it just there because, Canada and Vancouver and never been before? High Priestess, ooh, and it's in reverse. Ooh, secrets. They were right, the sugars, to be suspicious. Very suspicious of Tom Bower. That is the secrets card, the High Priestess. In reverse, our underlying energy, secrets coming out. And it's interesting that Lady C has been making some very powerful statements on her Twitter account in the past few days. Very, very close to saying some things outright. Well, some of the things she has said outright, really. People are wondering what is going on and who the source might be, and so and so and so and so. High Priestess in reverse, secrets coming out. One of the things that the High Priestess rules is conception, pregnancy, women's mysteries. It's a card of initiation and mysteries, basically. Intuition, following your nose. And I don't mean being led by the nose. That would be Harry, following your nose, the High Priestess. And particularly when it's in the reverse. Following your nose to find out stuff that has been hidden. So let's see, that's the underlying energy, the heart of the matter. What are we dealing with today? 8 of Wands, there's the journalist, the instinct to follow his nose towards a story. 8 of Wands is a travel card, so he has literally traveled, as you can see. That cat is about to make a great leap into the air after something. It looks quite predatory there, doesn't it? So travel, international travel, following in a story, communicating, the 8 of Wands, unblocking something. And there's lots of speculation that the first round, revenge, had things left out because he couldn't get people locked down and to swear statements and get through legal and all that kind of stuff, that he knew stuff that he alluded to but he couldn't directly prove, so he left out. That to me is journalistic instincts that are there. That is the heart of the story. This is not just a holiday. Coincidentally, the Invictus Games is on in Vancouver while I'm here admiring the winter scenery. No. So why is he there? Why is he there? What's he up to? We got the 4 of Swords, and it's in reverse. And the 4 of Swords is all about reputation, damage, ruin even. And the 4 of Swords upright is about illness, retreating, retiring, needing to heal, needing to contemplate, staying out of the public eye. It's in reverse, which is damaged, a damaged person or persons who are in the public eye, whether they like it or not. They are not retreating, they're not withdrawing, even though their reputation or reputations are very severely compromised. He's sniffing around, is my opinion. He's sniffing around, he's looking at them in real life, in action. And if I were him, if I had the means, if I had the space and time to just leave my life here and set off over there, I would find it fascinating, I have to see the two of them together in that environment, that sort of fishbowl where they you can get a pretty good sense of what's really going on with them just by observing them. So interesting cards showing up here. Is he researching for a book or something like that? What we've said, why is he here? I want more detail, basically. Are we looking at a book, or is this just idle curiosity or whatever? I'm hoping Tarot can give us an answer. I've got the 7 of Cups, and it's in reverse. The 7 of Cups upright is the card of possibilities, options, dreams, delusions, fantasies, make-believe. It's in reverse. It's when all your options run out, and it's a bit like peeking behind the curtain. If you've followed the yellow brick road all the way to the Emerald City and you finally get to look behind the curtain, there is the wizard. And it's telling me that he's sensing some kind of almost collapse. Both of these cards have similar energy of defeat, of ruin, of reality crashing in, that you can no longer pretend that things are the way you are. I'm not seeing a book. I'm not seeing anything like that. My sense is that he's sniffing around. He's literally sniffing around because they're wounded. And that's why I'm getting this quite predatory energy in the 8 of Wands. Even though he looks like a dear old thing, you know, oh, I'm so tired, let me sit. And while you berate me, you angry woman, recording everything on your mobile phone. Yeah, there's a very sharp old mind in there. And he's just sniffing around. So let's see. Anything particular he might be interested in sniffing around about, that he's curious about, anything like that? We just keep asking the same question over and over here, but slightly differently. And again, I'm getting the same energy. 9 of Wands, It's almost finished energy. Bruised, battered, wounded, about to collapse. Got your guard up when you're Nine of Wands energy. You're walled off. You're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to be, like a fortress where people can't access you. And generally they are like that. And again, if you've got the resources, if you've got a publishing contract in your pocket, or a big story, a big something that someone would publish, and you got all the time in the world, hey, fly to Vancouver, why not? And go and sniff around. I'm getting the sniff around energy again here very vividly. We've moved from the Eight of Wands, the travel card, to the Nine of Wands, to the vulnerable, the weak, trying to protect themselves, trying to wall themselves off, trying to ring fence themselves so that press can't get at them. But hey, there's Tom Power. I just get the sense he's just waiting for something to happen, and the whole thing is going to come crashing down. So what's going to be the outcome of this little adventure of his? For the Parkles, well, there's the divorce. He's hanging around waiting for that. Two of Cups, and it's in reverse. So that is going to be the critical moment. I think he's sniffing around writing the divorce book, or on the way to that. Very interesting. When this whole illusion, Seven of Cups, comes crashing down, when they separate formally or even informally, so much he can see just by being there, just by watching them in real time. So much. We just see little clips that people are recording on their phones. We don't see them for sustained periods. When do they arrive? How do they look when they arrive, when they leave? Do they stumble? Do they have little spitting? Are they cold to each other? We see very staged moments. We've seen some mask slips, just read on it in the previous one. And he's watching. Vulture. He looks a bit like a big old vulture sitting there in that empty stand. So that is what the cards are telling me, and this is all speculation, of course. But if I were Harry and Meghan, I would be a little bit worried. But I think they might have bigger things than Tom Bower to be worried about. They survived the first round of Tom Bower. So there it is. That's the reading for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.